Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor got another shave today, and today we're using Stirling's boat drinks. Yeah, it's summer. It's hot out. Yep. Felt like a margarita or something, daiquiri. Yep, this would be for you. Obviously, it probably got a lot of bit of vanilla in there too, which is why it's so dark. It's like the same way with the Haverford, it's got vanilla and it turns dark. Alright, so we got the third use of the Nacet blades with the 1960 Gillette Fatboy. This is my dad's razor, so get to use it today. And then we'll follow up with a little bit of boat drinks. I think that's boat drinks. Yeah. I had to take a quick look. Got a few up there. I thought I grabbed the right one. It's one of those days. Didn't sleep too well last night. Hurt my lower back. Got a little bit of pain in my leg today too. So it's like one of those things where when I sleep still, I got these two big massive pillows that I stack up underneath my legs. So I'm like, it's like sitting in a chair but on your back, with your feet up. Well, last night I fell asleep in my recliner, which, it doesn't have much lumbar support. Yeah, it was like exhaustion kicked in and I fell asleep, and I woke up about 4:30 this morning going, can't move. Lower legs won't work. Type of thing. So you get used to being relaxed when you're sleeping. Yeah, it's like it's all my own damn fault, but what can you do? I clean up the mess here. It's like I don't know if you heard it, but bloop, like a blot going on the counter. So yeah, my own fault. It's one of those things where about every 3-4 days, it's like exhaustion kicks in. It's just, I was on setting 3 here. Yeah, it's exhaustion kicks in and you're like, okay, it's like having a hard time. I started with watching a show and next thing you know, it's like, wake up and like, TV's off. Like, what time is it? The reason I woke up was that I heard my son's alarm. His alarm goes off at 4:30, so I can go to work. And it woke me up like. One of the things where you're like, oh crap, So I went to bed. It's like I was getting into bed, and my wife's like, "Did you have to get up?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, I did." She's like, "Oh, okay." And I went back to sleep. Slept for another about 3.5 hours. Got up about 8. So yeah. So the old lower back is just screaming at me right now. I'll be glad when I can get back to normal. It's gonna take a while. See how things work out. It's like when you're still on restriction for how much you can lift. And it's like the other day, it's like, man, I'm restricted to 10 pounds now. And I was over, had to go get some stuff. I was like, at the local game store, I needed some paints and stuff so I could do some projects, and my son wanted to go over, so he drove, and we're sitting there looking at some board games, GMT board games, and they got this new was it Panzer game, I think it is, new for North Africa, and the damn thing is like freaking huge, big old box, and I picked it up off the shelf, and I was like, oh, holy, because it was up high like this up there, and I grabbed it, and I was like, oh. And my son's like, was that too heavy? And I was like, yeah, that was too heavy. Like, lifted it up. It's amazing. It's like how much of your spine is related to everything you do in your body. Like, didn't take much to aggravate it. Which is really driving me nuts because I really want to go riding my motorcycle. But, you know, it is what it is. Even driving is still kind of painful at times. That lifting your leg and constantly pushing on. Pushing on the brake, you know, it's like it's just enough pressure that adds enough on the lower back that it's like it tweaks it. Which I understand. It's like back when, you know, it's like you go for a long period of time before they say, yeah, you can't drive. Like now, it's like later on you understand exactly why after you start driving. It's like, oh yeah, this sucks. That hurts. Well, it's going to be a long road. I guess when my uncle had his, he had similar surgery done back in 1990, and he was out for 18 months before he could do anything. Oh, yeah, it can be a long road. I was just talking, I was at my, the weekend down at my mother-in-law's, and talking to a guy who had same surgery, but he had it from his lower neck all the way down to his mid-back. They fused the entire area for him. I'm like, holy crap. And yeah, I was out for 3 years before I could do anything. It was like, oh man. But he was all jacked up, you know. He used to be a motocross racer back in the day. He said, yeah, I used to race motocross. Too many wrecks and stuff back in the 70s and 80s. You know, he was now in his, what, 70, mid-70s? So he's in the retirement place. He says, but I just, like, I try not to let it slow me down. And it's like, he just did. He took a kayak from Lake Itasca, Minnesota, and went all the way down to New Orleans in a kayak. And he just got back, and he was telling me about his little adventure. He's 70-some years old, and he did this. I was like, and his body's all jacked up worse than mine, and he still does. He says, I just keep doing stuff, and like, till I'm dead, I'm gonna keep doing things. And like, because he had that adventurous spirit. And we were talking about motorcycles, you know. It's like it was at breakfast time, and he sat with us, and because of this, you know, bigger table, we had space for 8, and he came over and sat with my mother-in-law. Was giving her a hard time, And then we find out, it's like how much I love motorcycles. The next thing you know, we're chatting about all kinds of stuff we're doing. And my wife and mother-in-law and all the two other ladies were sitting with us, and they're like just looking at the two of us talking, just yammering away about everything related to motorcycles and history of stuff. And they just like looking at us, going, "What the hell are they talking about?" It's like, yep. I'm sorry, but there's more to life than just sitting around and being miserable. And like when he was talking about doing his, coming back from his little adventure, I was like, damn. It's like, that sounds like fun. Yeah, it was fun. It's like I had my cash and credit cards and kept it all nice and safe, and would camp out on sandbars and overnight and just keep on going downstream. He said it didn't take that long. Like, it took me 6 weeks. I'm like, yeah. So that's the thing, is that you're going downstream, And he says, yeah, you're going with the current, so it wasn't that a lot of work, But he says, like, just sightseeing along the way, seeing things, stop at a bar here, restaurant there, eat out, sleep out. Sometimes I would, it's like you get a city, a hotel near the edge of the water, like stay there, take a nice nap, get a good shower or something, Like, yeah, it's not like it was hard. Like, yeah, sounds like it. It just shows you, no matter how bad your life may be, it's like it's like, don't let it slow you down. And all these women that were, every single one of them, including my wife, were like, oh, that just sounds like it was a really hard thing to do. We do the hard things because it's, fun sometimes, Yeah, that's one thing the military has done a lot for me, is that it's like you realize how much you can push yourself. Find yourself, there's done shit that, it's like you wouldn't think that you could be able to do, and you do it and you're like, damn. It's like, I did that crap. We got guys that jump out of a perfectly good aircraft just, serve their country. Like Chuck, Chuck Shaving Channel, he was airborne. I've jumped out of an airplane once. Like, just to see if I could do it. There was a bunch of us, when we were stationed out at Carson. And guys were going to be doing airborne school, and they wanted to know what it's like to good jump out of an aircraft. So we all went to a local area. They had a tandem jumping. It's like, till you learn how to do it yourself, tandem jump is the way to go. Because you got an expert that's doing the job. He's controlling everything. It was fun. You're looking like flying along, and you got this aircraft, the big old doors are open, you're looking up, and you're like, okay, here we go. Like, son of a bitch. Why am I doing this? And you're like, woo, this is fun. And I had a teacher. She was a petite little girl. And there's a bunch of them that say, yeah, we're going to be doing, they wanted to, for our weekend, we're going to go do some jump out of an aircraft, tandem jumping. It's going to scare the crap out of me. I don't know if I want to do it. It's like, do it. Do it because you can say you did it, you know. And they filmed it. It's like, well, the one thing we didn't get to do is film because never didn't have that at the time. And they got to film it, and they're showing it to, you know, her co-worker, you know, all of us, and some students, and her students were like, "You jumped out of an airplane! Oh my God! How could you do that?" And I was like, "It's fun." And, you know, afterwards, he said, I was scared shitless. But when we were doing it, I was just screaming, going, "Oh, wow, wow." She was like having fun. I'm like, yeah. Like, it's worth doing something at least once in your life. Throw a little bit of excitement in the old mix. That's all I gotta say. Live life. I just think of like my wife and my mother-in-law and, you know, so many people. Their version of excitement is sitting there and watching a Hallmark channel. You know, it's like, you're basically dead. That's all I gotta say. And it's like, you're just waiting to die. That's why I like riding my motorcycle and getting out and doing things and just seeing the world. Just get out there and have some excitement in your life. I like this to be out and about and doing things. My wife is like, no, I don't think so. I'd rather just stay home. Like, you know, like, which makes it really hard, you know. It's like when that was the worst thing is when you're in the military, you do things. You get to go fly places. You do stuff and just like that. It's like a drug, you know. It's like your body, you get used to doing exciting things, and then when it's gone, you're like, I'm bored out of my. It's like, I want to go do something. It's like, those of you that have done it understand what I just say. It's like, live life before the point that you can't do anything. It's like, too many people is like, well, I'll do it when I retire. And then when they finally get to the point in their life when they retire, they're too damn old to be able to do a damn thing. Other than just sit around and just crawl along, you know, or else it's like the number of people is like, retire, and then within 6 months of retirement, it's like, I'm going to go do something, and then they die. Have a massive coronary, and then they went through life without doing a damn thing in their life other than work themselves to death, literally. Little boat drinks here. A little bit of stain right here. Just a wee bit. Ooh, smells good though. No, I smell like I need a daiquiri. So, maybe tonight. All right, so that was boat drinks. There you go. All right, so there's the rant of the day. There's a affiliate link down below for the razor company. So if you want something, go ahead and click on the link, and then we'll do that giveaway stuff. All right, so boat drinks, Stirling, excellent little scent. I like this stuff, really good. Probably used. It's getting used. Probably not enough. I use it more when I start thinking more of summer time. And then we had the third use of Nacet blades with the 1960 Gillette Fatboy. That's my dad's razor. Does a great job. On setting 3. Setting 3 is about perfect for me. Does a good job. And nice and smooth. There we go. That's a shave day, everybody. Hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you in the next one. Rusty out.